go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. We here, man. We here. Another matchmakers. Another matchmakers. Fanatics top 8. Fanatics top 8. It's the best rankings in the world, man. It don't get more non-biased than this right here. Fanatics top 8. I have no snake in the game. And even if I did have something in the game, I would still be non-biased. I would still be non-biased, y'all. It's Fanatics top 8. In the words of the famous Funk Flex, it's time to touch the city. It's time to touch the city with the rankings, man. The best rankings in the world. But this your boy Sports Fanatic. That's my guy National Sports Chat.
What's up with y'all?
We trying to get it in, man. Um, I got the official rankings 7 through 13. 7 through 13. We doing all ages. Um, what it is, streets. I want to see y'all bounce back next year, streets. The year's officially over. I ain't seen no ATL Elite Thrasher post yet, man. I'm ready to see y'all bounce back. But 7 through 13, I'm doing all ages, man. I'm doing all ages. Pop Brown in the building, man. You already know it's supreme ranked. But guess what, though, Pop? Somebody on y'all heels, though. Somebody on y'all heels, Pop Brown. Somebody on y'all heels in that 7U age group. I see moves are already being made in the new 8U age group, old 7U age group. Moves are already being made. Supreme better be ready. Supreme better be ready next year. I already see moves being made in that 7U. That's crazy. Boying in the building. Boying in
I
the
think
building.
I
Hey,
think they're already too far ahead of everybody right now.
nah,
I,
nah.
I don't think nobody gonna catch Supreme until 9U.
Hey, Coach Heavy in the building, KOB. You already know where y'all rank that, Coach. We ain't even gotta certain things don't even gotta be discussed. KOB number one team in the country. But I would have loved to see y'all play a hard nosed defense like GMU though. I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach. That GMU game would have been hard. I think they would have gave y'all a little bit I think they would have gave y'all a tougher run than RDE. You know what I'm saying? I think they would have gave them a tougher run than RDE. You
You,
disagreeing with that too?
you standing on that?
Yeah, for sure, for
So you
sure.
thought you think so? You're going on record to say that Jim, GMU was a better team than RDE.
I think that matchup. I think that matchup, would have been a little bit better. I believe GMU has a better defense than RDE. You know, or now officially, I think they will be called the Georgia Eagles. But I think GMU has a better defense than RDE. I think RDE, it was not on display in the game versus Bessemer, but I think they have one of the most potent offenses in that 9U division. Now it wasn't on display that day. But as far as defense though, I mean GMU, bro, they're a hard nosed football team. Like they're one of those teams where I don't think Bessemer could have just kind of slow rolled it a little bit. I think they would have had to get more into their bag. With RDE and GMU is a team that's been there before. They've played this. They're used to this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it would have been as many nerves and all of those things like it was maybe for RDE. You know what I'm saying? So I think Bessemer would have had to be in a different bag. I personally really feel like, you know, just from being on their sidelines, I just did not see enough concern compared to previous nationals that I was standing right there and I seen Bessemer be a little bit more like, let's go, let's go. This nationals, it was a little laid back. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just me being honest.
Okay, all right. So not there yet, but
Yeah. But some changes have been made in 9U. So they gotta Bessemer gotta be on their toes. The Georgia Falcons have officially moved. They've officially moved. The Georgia Falcons are now RDU. They
again,
are now RDU. That's a little bit that closes a gap more than what y'all think, man.
why do you feel like that's a big deal though?
Okay, so one location, two name. You know, I think they have a better. Well, I'm not gonna say better league. I think they have a more efficient league that kind of get more along with them to play in. I think that the name, the RDU name, means a little bit more than the Georgia Falcons name on a national scene, right? So now when you say RDU, that's a brand name. Shout out to American Gangster. That's a brand name. So that alone draws people to the organization. Also, you have an organization that has a top that's going to have a top 9U. You have an organization that's going to have a top 8U. You have an organization that has a really good 11U. At one point in time, they were a ranked 9U. They were a really good team. I think they went to C1N this year at 10U, I think. And then 11U, they're going to be another good team. So you have an organization from 6 to 9 that's really really good, right?
So you think that's going to attract uh,
Absolutely,
other kids?
absolutely. Because if I'm 10, I want my son to play on RDU 10U, but I got a 6 year old. Well, I need to know how good the 6U is too. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
now we got all these nationally ranked teams. Those things attract top level talent. It closes the gap, bro. It definitely closes the gap. Uh, and then it gets my guys back home. Shout out to Coach Jackson. Shout out to Coach Lou. Welcome home, bro, to the RDU family again. Welcome home, bro. When I first met those guys, I want to say they were coaching 10U RDU. So, and that was about 4 years ago. So, welcome home to the RDU family. That closes the gap. So now 10U is a little more. 10U is a little more. Oh, my dog Heavy said he need his own show next week to talk about 9U, which is officially 10U. Coach Heavy, you was always you're a national champion, Coach Heavy. National champions are always welcomed on this show. Everybody's welcome, but national champions, we roll out the red carpet. You know what I'm saying, Kim, you gonna have to get one of them ding 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 ding. You gonna have to get one of them little button machines, man. I need applauses when my national champions come on in the future. I need applauses. You know what I'm saying? I need my national champions to be getting red carpets and applauses and all of that good stuff, dog. When the national champions, 3-time champions, Bessemer Tigers come on. But I don't want to prolong this night, y'all. I don't want to prolong this night. We about to touch the city. Shout out to Funk Flex. We about to touch the city. This the real rankings right here. If y'all ain't already, make sure you tag Jonah. Make sure you tag Clayton. Generation Next. Where my guy Darren at? Where the Seal? Where my guy Coach Cat? Where R&R? Hell, tag D1 Nation. 5 star. UIFL. Frankfurt in the building. Is Frankfurt top 8, Coach Paul? Is Frankfurt top 8? We gonna see.
All
Tag
right,
everybody.
let
Let's
me
get it.
know. Let me know
I'm
you
ready,
ready.
man. Let's get into 7U. This gonna be a long night. Cause we might have some disagreements. I need a ranking on every level, bro. A B C D, every level. We're gonna start out with the 7U. I need y'all to tell me this is an A B C D. Hey, bro, let's get it going. At number one, hey, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. Even I cannot deny what this team has done. Shout out to ATL Elite Supreme. They can throw the ball, they can run the ball, they can make tackles. You know, when you try to prepare yourself, I seen a Bessemer Tigers team prepare themselves for a passing attack. They ran the ball the whole game. So not only they're literally already set up like a 13U team, right? They have a linebacker coach. They have a D line coach. They have an offensive line coach. They have a wide receiver coach. They have a secondary coach. They have an OC. They have a DC. They have a head coach, right? It's not like a lot of 6U, 7U teams where you see about 2 or 3 coaches out there and they trying to get it done. No, they're already operating at ATL Elite Supreme like they're a high school team, like they're a 13U, like they're a 12U, like they're 11U. It's scary, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little scary to see. You feel what I'm saying? But ATL Elite Supreme is no deniable. Number two, a lot of y'all ain't gonna like it. A lot of y'all might disagree, But the West Orlando Jags is the number 2 team in the country. Yeah, they didn't make it to the championship, but they have the most explosive player on 7U. They have no losses either. They have no losses except Supreme. And they're the first team that showed that they could actually contend with ATL Elite Supreme. It's no denying that the West Orlando Jags is the reason that I believe that Bessemer could win. Like I believed that, oh crap, like you know what? Phanatic, if Woj is in top 5 in any age group besides the babies, I'm calling BS. You don't gotta worry because they definitely not in top 5. A lot of you don't have nothing to worry about. That's a little sneak peek. Um, Now when we get a little in the older ages, they do creep up at the end of one for sure because it ain't you start running out of people to put that has respectable resumes. But number 2 gotta be best. I mean, gotta be Woj, y'all. Tell me the kid name again, Casey on.
Casey on.
Casey on, man. Casey on, he just a dog, bro. Like Casey on is a dog. You feel what I'm saying? And my dog coach Denzel said all they got is Casey on. And you know what's crazy? Block and give him the ball. Block and give him the ball. That's literally what they do. Down, said Hut, block, hand him the ball. And for some reason, it works. Some reason, them folks have won like 30 games by blocking and handing him the ball. And that's the craziest crap in the world, but that's what they doing out there. They blocking and handing him the ball. So if they can build off of that,
Hey, that was the worst thing for Bessemer for them to play versus him first and then play versus Kaka. So that gave them all the the tricks of the trade that they needed in order to be successful. If they wouldn't have played them, then maybe Bessemer would have had a little bit more success. But
mm-hmm,
nah, yeah, they played versus Casey on, you
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying, and he gave them all that they can handle. So and they scored. That was the cold part too. You know what I'm saying? So you can continue though.
Money muscling. I watched Rosedale. I watched Rosedale,
Oh
right? So
yeah, let
I
me.
watched Rosedale. So I usually don't agree with stuff that you be saying, money muscling. I don't agree.
He's true.
Rosedale got one of the best running backs at 7U, but I'm gonna tell you what makes me halt with saying that he the best. When you play a team like Supreme, you really can determine if you like that. You feel what I'm saying? You really can determine if you like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I really thought that, oh, okay, you know what? I think Bessemer can contend, but when you don't have a Casey on the team, it makes it difficult. So I would need to see, my dog play against the best of the best to really
Now they
determine.
played against the best of the best, which was
I'm saying,
NWO, and they couldn't
well,
stop.
when I say the best, I mean the number one team in the country. To
Okay,
really
you
make
talk
it
about
elite.
Supreme. All
Yeah,
right,
just
go ahead.
ATL Elite Supreme. Um, But I'm gonna keep going, man. So I don't hold it up. At number 3, we got the Bessemer Tigers. The Bessemer Tigers played the most smoke. They beat the most teams, but when it counted against Supreme, they just didn't measure up. Right? It didn't even look like they could even be in the game with Supreme. It looked totally opposite of what we seen the day before previously with the West Orlando Jaguars. Next, we going with the RDU Panthers. They won C1N in dominant fashion. They have games over Lithonia. They have games over North Henry. They got games over Hemi. They got games over Twin City. So they have multiple games, and then they went and did it on one of the biggest levels. At number 5, at number 5, y'all gonna hate me for this, but I got my AYF champions, bro. I got my AYF champions. I know y'all probably don't like it. Y'all know y'all don't like it. And I didn't have them right there at first. Y'all got to blame National Sports Chat. Y'all got to blame National Sports Chat of why I have them right there. I had those young men at the number 4 spot. But then this man reminded me they're allowed coaches on the field. They're allowed coaches on the field. And unfortunately, I understand that that's a rule that the kids can't control, but I can't rank you a little high. I can't rank you where you might need to be ranked when you got coaches on the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got coaches on the field. At SED, man, SED dominant team, great athletes. But I believe not scoring against Bessemer is a terrible way to end the season compared to all the other teams. Lithonia Lions, they did not have a good national run at all, to be honest, as far as the week of national goes. But I don't want to take away from what the Lithonia Lions did all year long. They're one of the most dominant teams in that 7U age group. North Henry Tigers, 2 national wins, finished the year very strong. But again, y'all, I hate I had to do that to the DMV. I really do. Blame national sport. He reminded me yesterday. He said, "Come on, bruh. How can we say that they're a top this or that when other kids have to play without the coaches on the field and they don't?" I gotta deduct points for that. I gotta deduct points for that. So that's the only reason. If it wasn't for that, I'm telling y'all, because the fact that they beat Fort Lauderdale and Rosendale, and then they 30 balled PTE. They 30 balled somebody. I literally had them at number 3. This man, he's the reason. National Sports Chat actually changed my mind about something. And that's how we got here. So what you think, man? What you think? What you think, Cam? Before we go to 8, tell me what you thinking.
Let me double up. Let me double
Double
check.
look it. Come on, y'all. Dropping it.
All right.
All my 7U folks. Y'all the ones been in 7U all year. Is this an ABC? I don't even really get D's. Pause. But is this an ABC ranking? A, B, or C? What y'all giving it? A, B, or C?
Mm, 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 mm. I give it like a B.
A plus. Appreciate it.
I give it a B.
A B means A plus with you. That means A plus. It hurts you. For me, that means that there's probably one team in there you will flip, so you're gonna bump me down a whole letter grade because you might flip a team or you might take one out. Coach Hunt, you're giving me a B because you just don't like the fact that Kasion has made a team number 2 by himself, single handedly. It bothers you that their offense is so simple but yet effective. It bothers you, Coach Hunter, and that's okay, Coach Denzel. I get it. It bothered me too when I watched them just catch the ball and the quarterback just open up. Catch the ball and the quarterback open up. Catch the ball and the quarterback open up. It bothered me too. They weren't doing no inside zone, no outside zone. They was literally just block the man in front of you and open up a hole. He will figure it out. And he was figuring it out.
Yeah, now that's dope. I kind of like it. Like I said, I gave you a B on that.
Coach Butch,
Coach Burns,
yes, Coach Butch. I
okay.
did live in Central Florida for 10 years. I lived in Daytona. Shout out to Bethune Cookman University. But I'm not Central Florida biased. I promise. I'm not Central Florida biased.
Hey,
But
BSB
but but
says
a
a coach,
champion. Okay, so Coach Butch said a champion at number 5 is crazy. What do you think about that?
a champion at number 5. See, the thing I don't see, we what Phanatic is looking for is, kids, right? And I think they're good because when they play versus Supreme, it was only like a 19-7 game. So they
DMV.
actually
DMV
scored.
at number 5.
They scored on. Hey, Ramel was good, so they scored on them. So I'll give them that. They show you that they are a really, really good team. It's just that. It's just that cognitive, right? It's the fact that they have to literally have coaches direct them to what hole that they need them to run in.
Right.
Supreme don't need that. Um, Duval and them don't need that. Every team that went to YNC didn't need a coach to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? So if you go there to the YNC, you're having an issue with the dang with the staffs because y'all want to be on the field and they don't allow nobody on the field. And then you're gonna say, hey man, look, man, the only reason why they didn't let us on the field, bro, they was tripping. Nah, bro.
Let's
Y'all
let's
tripping.
let's let's
They
correct
7 years.
something before they
Oh,
come
20
jump to the
0.
screen.
Okay, okay.
Nobody scored on Supreme except the West Orlando Jaguar. They're the only team to score on Supreme offensively.
outside of Latonia.
They scored on them defensively. It was a pick six.
Offensively, number 25 ran for a very long run.
Is that accurate?
That was
I
the
gotta check with the
first game. No, you ain't
okay
got to check.
okay.
It's
I gotta
fact.
check with the Supreme folks.
Yeah, it's factual.
You know what
He
I'm
ran a
saying?
long. Yeah, Supreme been scored on.
Okay. Supreme. I was under the impression the first time I seen y'all scored on, but apparently y'all were scored on that first game with the Lithonia Lions, man. Shout out to the Lithonia Lions, bro, for continuing to break barriers in the preseason. They say they're making it known in the preseason. In the preseason, Ken, that's what they're making
Come
it known.
on, man. Hey, I mean, damn, Supreme is good. What y'all wanted to say? Mega Man? Huh? The
Hey,
Mega Man?
hey,
Like,
bro. Hey,
y'all gonna make
bro.
me go ahead and build a team. God, oh. They
I'm
want you.
trying. I'm
Look, bro,
trying. I'm
they want
trying.
you to say Supreme the Dream Team, never been scored on, the mean guys. Like, I mean, damn, we gotta make an intro for them too.
Bro, I'm
I
trying,
mean, we
bro.
give it all credit that can be given
I'm
to
trying.
Supreme. I mean,
I'm trying
God,
to build it.
dog.
I'm trying to build it, Supreme. I'm
Yeah.
trying. I'm politicking. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing everything I can.
I thought
Really, because we need parity next year at 8U. We need parity. The rare breed run has just ended at 13. Coach Mark is going to re-up. I don't know what age group he going to go to yet, but it's going to be very tough. Whatever age group he go to, it's going to shake some things up. Just stay out of 9, Coach. Just stay out of 9. You, for the love of God. I seen him drop the eyes in the 9U group. My heart jumped. My heart
yeah,
jumped.
let me
I
take
don't
this
want
team.
him nowhere near my Bessemer Tigers.
Ramel was good. Kelsey was good.
I
Zay
don't
was
want Coach
good.
Mark nowhere near my Bessemer Tigers.
Paul was
But
good.
but
My guy.
but for sure, man. I see a lot of A's. I see a Coach Book. I don't have no Woj bias, bro. I don't have no Woj bias, bro. I promise. I
He's,
promise.
he's
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. If the when the Orlando Outlaws was balling last year, I had a slight bias because that was one of the first programs that I ever really when I did coach in Florida played against. It was the Orlando Outlaws before they broke up and became two Outlaws. But back when they was in mid Florida. So shout out to the Orlando Outlaws for the plug real quick. But
Tyler was good.
7, man. 7U. I got a lot of A's and B's, man. A
All
lot of
right,
A's
so
and B's. So let's get this 8U going. I
all right,
appreciate that love for the 7U.
all
I
right, go
appreciate it.
ahead.
That's the real. For the 8U, hey, you can beat your chest. You can beat your chest. The rare breed. They're the number one team in the country to me, y'all. They're the number one team. Space City. They went through the gauntlet. Space City went through a gauntlet with Lauderdale, with ATL Elite at number two. And they finished the game against Rare Breed. I think what 15 yards separated them from scoring a touchdown. I think about 15 to 20 yards is what stopped Space City from winning a national championship. 15 to 20 yards, y'all. Um, they got to be the number two team, bro. For just having that will, that fight. Um, I could not put them at that number two spot. Number three, Adamsville Tigers. They're unbeaten all year, but then Nationals rolled around. You lost in the semifinals. You lost right before, right? And even though I like to take all year, I don't like to just put everything on Nationals because I think that's unfair to the kids to put everything is gonna ride on a week worth of games. No, but National does booster your argument for me. It bolsters your argument, right? Nationals, if you here and you win Nationals, poop, you go up. If you here and you lose Nationals, you ain't gonna drop. Not for me. Not for him, you will. But for me, no. But you will start to come down because Nationals, what people don't understand about Nationals, bro, is Nationals is the ultimate pressure. It's the ultimate pressure. And y'all gonna see as I keep going through why I say it's the ultimate pressure. Uh, at number 4, Frankfurt Chargers. Is this better, people? Is this better, Coach Butch? Frankfurt Chargers, right? They the AYF champs. They beat Rosendale. They beat Lauderdale, which is ranked number 3 on Generation Next. I think they're ranked. I forgot what they were ranked on the Seal, and they beat the Midwest Hawks, another really good team, right? Frankfurt Chargers. I put them at number 4 because you cannot deny what Rare Breed has done and who they played. You cannot deny what Space City had did and who they played, and you cannot deny based on an entire profile of a year what the Adamsville Tigers was, right? But I'm not going to slight the Frankfurt Chargers run in the AYF, um, and also becoming the champ. So that's how my top 4 got like that. Shout out to Coach Paul Bennett. Can you put Coach Paul Bennett's comment on the screen, please? Let the people know when they loving what I'm doing. So you only want to put up negative stuff. I like your top 4. I respect it. Thank you, sir. Let's see if you can like the rest of them, though. Let's see if I can keep your respect. Let's see if I can keep his respect. At number 5. At number 5, we got the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. They beat GA. They beat Peters Park. They're third in the AYF. Right before they came, they also won their Super Bowl. At number 6, the ATL Elite. They dropped down a lot. They dropped down a lot. They're the number 2 team. They really only have 2 national losses prior to nationals, but at nationals at YNC you go 1-1. You go 1-1 at YNC. I believe based on what Frankfurt had accomplished, and also based on what Lauderdale had accomplished, you kind of got to bump ATM down because again, if you win on the biggest stages, we're gonna give you your flowers. But if you don't show up on the biggest stages, we gotta punish you for that. We gotta punish you, right? The Duval Jags, C1N champs. Um, they beat a tough Pompano team. They blew Twin City out, 30 balled them. They 30 ball Twin Cities, and right before they came, I think literally like the Sunday or Saturday before they came, they beat Osceola in the Super Bowl. So shout out to the Duval Jags. And last but not least, man, something that a lot of y'all did not see coming, but the Midwest Hawks. The Midwest Hawks, the AYF runner-ups, right? They beat the JL Patriots, which a lot of y'all probably like, what? Who is that? Well, guess what? Generation Next had the JL Patriots ranked number 10. The Seal had them ranked number 2. And then they also beat the NC Giants to go up, to also go on and be second place in the AYF. And again, we gotta give credit to when you show up in these big moments, playing, multiple games in 1 week on a school week, right? In front of people, multiple cameras, right? Multiple people at some of the highest moments at one of the best nationals, one of the best, right? So I gotta give credit to the Midwest Hawks. So y'all gotta let me know, man. Y'all gotta let me know. I'm gonna start with you. A, B, or C. What I got?
For that one, I actually like it. I know a lot of people don't, but like I liked how you kind of mixed it up because they really had some good teams in the AYF. I know a lot of people they've been kind of going at it versus the YNC versus
Mm-hmm.
AYF. Both of them have some really legit teams, and this is why next year we would definitely be expanding. Because there are so many good teams out there. One so happened to be the Eastside Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of good teams. It's just that we have to actually know where they at. And
Right.
so that's why I want to expand, just a little bit more. But I really like this one. I like this one. Now, for those who are YNC biased, they ain't gonna understand. But like, so I'm not expecting for them.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I'll give it like a B plus. I give it
Okay.
like
Okay. Okay. I would say this, man, to Tyler Johnson's thought process of Midwest Hawks earned a lot of respect, but can they do that at YNC? I would say they can win the game. They can win the game. The truth of the matter is, hell, ATL Elite couldn't do it at YNC. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't do it at YNC. So it's hard to determine who can and can't. But I think they can beat Peters Park, right? They beat the JL Patriots, who YNC has ranked. Well, no, I'm sorry, the other team, but I think they could beat the JL Patriots. I think they could beat TNT. I think it'd be a great game between them and Real Deal. I think they could beat Fort Lauderdale. So I believe they could. I believe that they could. Now, do I believe they could beat Adamsville, Rare Breed? No. Do I think they could beat Space City? No. But do I think that they could come and make noise? Absolutely. Absolutely. And so for me, I don't necessarily believe it's a YNC AYF debate. I just believe it's a get outside and play football debate.
They don't know Frankfurt also haven't really lost that many games in 2 years.
Yeah,
So
Frankfurt is like that.
you gotta put them on there. I understand that they over there, in the AYF
Mm-hmm.
region. But I will hope someday that to see them play versus some Y and C teams. And, for those who don't know, it's a lot more exposure. That's what I'll say. AYF, you get a little bit more structure, but in Y and C you get a lot of more exposure. So that's the difference between the two. So you
See,
ready for the next one? Go ahead.
so the thing is, y'all holding against them that they lost in the championship. They lost in the championship. They lost 30 ball in the championship. It's hard for me to get over that too.
Who
It
got
was
30
hard
ball?
for me. They got 30 ball in the championship. Midwest. They got 30 ball in the championship by Frankfurt. It was hard for me to move forward. It was hard. But I had to look at the totality of, am I going to punish them for getting their butts whooped in the championship? Yeah, you're not going to be up as high as I should have put you for as an AYF runner up. I'm gonna put you down a little bit lower, right? But a 30 ball on championship is crazy. But Frankfurt is like that. Frankfurt is like that, and I think the question should be more so, how many teams do I think Frankfurt could beat over there in the YNC? I think that's a great question to ask. So I think for me, a lot of questions need to be more so, can we get a lot more crossover games? Can we get a lot
Yes,
more teams
please.
crossing
Can we
over to
get
play
y'all to
each other, bro?
yes. That
Because
that's what we like.
we've seen some people go down, man. We've seen some people go down, right? So can we get a lot more crossover? Because guess what? The Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. I think we can say that technically they're really like a YNC team. They lost to the Frankfurt Char. They lost to the Frankfurt Chargers. They lost to the Frankfurt Chargers. So um ah I don't know, man. I can see y'all argument of a team that got 30 balls. They're not an eight. They're not a eighth, but it's the championship though. Like, it's the last game. It's literally like we just ran the gauntlet of a 12-man bracket. We had
Hey,
the last game.
I just thought about something. I gotta turn that plus into a minus. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I slick forgot about that.
See, because
You
it's
know
that
how I
irrelevant
do.
to you.
You know how I do. When you get dominated, you
In
go
a
to
championship, though,
in a championship, it don't matter. Bro, we just
ooh,
literally just sat there and talked about how uh um we talked
North
about
Philly.
how Bounty Boys just basically dominated Philly. So Philly got to start off the league next year on a ranking of 51. So I mean,
But
we got
are they 51 this year?
yeah, after that loss, yes.
Oh my God! Go to number. Please put mine back up. Give me my ABC rankings, y'all. Give me
Yeah,
my ABC
B
rankings so I
minus,
can
man.
please move on.
Yes, sir.
Totality of a season matters. Totality of a season matters. Right? Um, you already got me on 12. I'm
Oh,
still
hold on,
I
my
you
bad,
gotta
my
let them
bad,
you gotta let
my
the
bad.
folks see finish seeing my don't try to get me exposed by the Bounty Boys. Don't
Uh-uh.
try to get me exposed by the Lauderdale folks. All right.
Hold on, let's
Um
uh what the hell?
yeah, you mentioned their name and now they won't go away. That's cool. We can start right there. We can start right there. Um
Hold on.
30 ball in the championship. They was happy to be there. It's crazy. How they happy to be somewhere they earned.
All right, go
How they
ahead.
happy to be somewhere? See, you start these conversations. Nah, I'm good right there. Leave it right there. Leave that right there. Leave that right there. We had a 9 you. We had 9 you.
I had to put an extra 2 on there. Go ahead.
Y'all know I do top 8. That 9 and 10 is his work. That's nasty work for me. I don't do no 9 and 10s. Nasty work. I keep it at 9. I keep it at 8 teams. Nasty work. Fanatics top 8. This should say Sports Fanatic top 8 in National Sports Chat 9 and 10. All right. So at number 1, we got Bessemer Tigers. What is there to talk about? What is there to talk about? All year there was debates about if the Bessemer Tigers were going to finally lose. I think those debates are done. And like I told National Sports Chat, I don't want to hear about a damn team saying that, oh, Bessemer ain't coming outside next year. You want to play Bessemer? Have your butt there in July. Have your butt there in July.
Hold on.
If you want to play
Hey,
the
bro,
Bessemer
hold on.
Tigers, have
Hold
your
on.
butt there in July. Because Coach Heavy's on here. Coach Heavy, is it confirmed that we're
Excuse me.
having the 3rd annual
Excuse me.
Bessemer Tiger official 10U
No,
tournament?
no. See, this is the problem that I have with you. I don't
Have
mind that everybody have to go to Bessemer.
Okay, thank
But the
you.
part that I do mind, and I had a problem with what you said, you made a statement and said, I don't care what nobody say. Bessemer ain't got to go to nobody next year. Bessemer didn't go to nobody this year. So what are you talking about?
And
Bessemer
we,
ain't go
and
nowhere.
guess
They
what?
stayed, they stayed at home for the whole time, bro. They never went nowhere. So that's the only distinction that I wanted you to know. They did not go anywhere. They stayed home for the whole time. They was supposed to play and agreed to come play the So Icy Boys. It didn't happen. They was supposed to come play RDE. It did not happen. So when you make a statement, make sure it's an accurate one because they never traveled. That's all I'm saying. And then you're saying next year as if they traveled this year. Oh, Bessemer ain't got to go play nobody. Bessemer ain't went to go play nobody. So that's all I'm saying to you. Thank you. You may continue, sir.
Didn't play nobody, and we still won. Right? Didn't
Okay.
come
Okay.
outside,
They didn't
and we
go
still
outside,
won.
bro.
That's
They
fine.
stayed
Hey,
home.
whatever the narrative needs to be, I'm okay with the narrative.
No, bro. Hold on, wait.
I'm
The
okay with
narrative, hold
the
on. The
narrative.
narrative is when you create something, right, for people to just go off of. Is that not
So
accurate with what
did
I
we
said?
not go to Panama City like everybody else?
Bro, I already mentioned the Panama.
Okay,
Outside
so
of
is that
that,
not coming outside? Did we not come to Georgia at all?
hell yeah. To play the goddamn donkey water walk Seahawks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did we
Ain't that
not play
fun?
Twin City? Did we not play West Orlando? Did
Bro,
we not
where
play
did
So Icy?
Twin
Did
City is
games
damn
get
near.
played? Coming outside means that you played national games. That's what coming outside means. So
Ooh.
like the Oakland Dynamites did
No,
not come outside.
they
They
did
only
not.
played one national game. We played multiple national games.
They
Hey,
definitely didn't come outside.
PA Trenches, yes. Frankfurt was number 4. I think it was fair to PA. I think it's fair. They were 4. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Next
All right.
year, we don't have to come outside at all if we don't feel like it. Next year, we can
Y'all didn't
play
come
straight
outside at
Alabama.
all. Yes,
Coming
I don't
outside
count
means
Panama.
playing games.
I don't
We
count
play.
Panama. Everybody
That's
went there.
fine.
Go
Coming
ahead.
outside means playing games. We play games.
All
Next
right,
year, if all Bessemer want to do is play in the Alabama City League, damn it, all we're gonna do is play in the Birmingham City League. We've earned the right to do whatever the hell we want to do. We're 3-time national champs.
bro.
They,
Y'all was doing that before y'all became the 3-time
because
national champ. So
because
I
we was
don't want to hear it.
2-time national champs. Put some respect on our name, man. Put some respect on it. Hey, you better show your butts up. I think Coach Heavy said July 11th through 13th. Go ahead and call Blue. Go ahead and call Blue. Don't be doing like this year when y'all pull out of the games. I'm calling you out.
You
This
don't
year,
get to do
teams
that.
that confirmed.
You do not get to do that because they didn't come to
What?
2 games last year. You
What?
don't get to do that. No,
Let me tell you
I
something.
don't care.
I
bro.
get to do that because they're three-time national champions.
They wasn't.
Don't
You
say
was
that you
doing
want to
that when they
play
was only
from
two
now
times
on. I don't
national
want to hear a
champion.
team say they want to play the Bessemer Tigers if you ain't there July 11th,
Man, let
12th,
me
and
see this
13th.
guy. Because
If you
it's a
ain't there
difference.
July 11th, 12th, and 13th,
It's a
I don't want
difference
to
the
hear you
way
say
this
you want to
man
play
talk.
Bessemer.
It's a different the way this man talk when you see him on the screen as
That's
opposed to
crazy.
behind the scene. Bro, you making it seem like since there are the back to back to back to back champion, right?
Mhm.
That somehow the criteria change. No, it's what they've been doing, bro. So all I want you to stop doing is making it seem like they will be doing something different from what they already doing. That's
But
all
they
I
are
want
though.
you to
Okay,
do.
so what
No,
you're
they
doing,
not.
you're
They didn't go to
discrediting what
nobody.
they've done 6, 7, and 8 because of maybe they didn't come outside as much. 9U
I'm not
6, 7,
discrediting
and
that. I'm
8.
saying they didn't come outside.
Okay, they
You're
didn't. Okay,
so
that's
no,
fine.
so just
You're
don't
saying
make it
of
seem
what
like they're
they've
doing
been
something
doing.
different.
No, what they have been doing is traveling 6, 7, and 8. And then what happens is all the Georgia teams ran from them for multiple years, and now all of a sudden 9U, where they're like, nah, we ain't doing all that traveling no more. If y'all want to play Bessemer after winning 2 national championships, y'all can come to Bessemer and play us because
When
we
that
have been
wasn't agreed
traveling.
upon. All right, bro, go to the
You
next
don't have
one.
to agree to nothing to a bunch
Yeah,
of people that ain't
you
never won
already
nothing.
agreed, bro.
Ain't
Stand on your
nobody
word.
never won nothing from
Stand,
9U or
stand on
8U
business.
except
That's
Bessemer.
all I'm saying.
We gonna do what we want to do
Stand
because
on
we the people
business.
that won.
Stand
Until
on
y'all
business.
win
Stand
something,
on
we gonna
business.
keep doing what we want to
Stand
do.
on business. Man, get to your weak
You
list, man.
know what I'm saying?
Get to your
Hey, back to back to back champs, Coach Derek. I got y'all. We gonna do what we want to do at the Bessemer Tigers until somebody come and win a national championship. Until they win a national championship, the Bessemer Tigers, we moving how we want to move. We the standard.
fish
We
grease.
the
Now move
standard.
on. All right, go ahead,
All
bro.
right. Bessemer Tigers number one. Number two, man, we got to go Gorilla Mob. We got to.
So why did
We
you go
got
to
to.
Gorilla Mob over RDE?
Okay, Gorilla Mob. They dominated AYF. They're a team that didn't make leaps and bounds and jumps. Right. The Gorilla Mob came into the season ranked the number 3 team in the country. Right. The lowest they have dropped all year was as the number 4 team in the country. Right. Winning a championship. I mean, winning a game against the previous AYF champs. They 30 ball DMVU, and then they beat an Eastside Raiders team that was scrappy. Right. So, hey, coach, coach Mark, you could do whatever you want to do. Stay the hell out of my damn 10U next year, man. I don't care where you go. Just stay the hell away from 10U. Coach 11, 12, 9, 8, 7. Stay the hell away from 10U. That's all I ask. I don't want much. Coach, I don't want Coach Mark, bro. Coach Mark Flanagan can do what he want to do. His man is a 5, 6, 7, 8 time champion. Just stay away from 10U. What do you have to say about that? Mute it yourself.
Are you saying this about Coach Mark?
Yes, sir.
Are you saying that Coach Mark is incapable of creating a
No, 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 no,
team
no, 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 no. That's
to
the
beat
problem.
Bessemer?
That's the problem. He is capable. He is capable. I don't
Okay.
want Coach Mark nowhere near the Bessemer Tigers. They
Okay.
might not think so.
Yeah.
They might think we're not. See, you see what I'm saying? They're going to say he can come. I don't want him to. I want him to go to any other donation. You'll get a donation to go to nationals from Sports Fanatic if you stay the hell out of the TDU bracket next year. RDE. RDE had an amazing season. Um, I think they had a great run. Had a great run at nationals. They beat So Icy. They beat the Georgia Falcons. They beat the MVU. They beat a lot of teams. They didn't 30 ball the MVU, but they beat them. They went 1-1 at nationals. And at this point, when you have a team like RDE and you have a team like Gorilla Mob, the next thing that you have to do is you got to compare national runs. You got to compare national runs, right? And I just think that GMU, they had a dominating national run. And unfortunately, RDE didn't have that chance because they didn't have as many teams, unfortunately, but we can only go off of the facts. We can only go off of the facts. So I hope they know that I still love RDE, but you are the number 3 team in the country. Yeah, no, Coach. Hey, Coach Mark, what about 8U, man? Supreme got something going on over there. I think that you should build something up and go knock off Supreme. What about 11? I would love to see you build something up, knock off Voodoo. I mean, just take time and think about it, bro. Don't make rash decisions. It's still too early. Take time and think about it. At number 4, we got the Georgia Falcons. This one pained me. This one pained me. I really didn't want to put them here, but y'all know me, man. I could not slight this.
Come on, bro.
Georgia
Do not
Falcons.
act like you just ain't built a soft spot for the
Well, not not
for
a,
soon
not
to be
not they
RDU.
RDU. They're
Soon to
RDU
be
now, so
RDU. So you know you have built a soft spot for the Georgia Falcons as you was rooting for them versus So Icy. Okay, I
I don't
seen it.
know. I
I
don't know if
seen it.
that's
I
the
seen
Georgia
it in your eyes.
Falcons or my this or was that the Georgia Falcons or me just wanting to mess with Coach Cal. I couldn't really figure it out. But next year, I'm back to hating. I'm back to hating on the Georgia Falcons next year. They'll officially be RDU. So I'm back to hating. I'm back. I'm back. Ah, Coach Hunt said, I just want to say Coach Cal let me down. He let me down. He let me down. But the Georgia Falcons, man, they beat Dog Pound and So Icy on the biggest stage, which is just the truth. They beat them on the biggest stage. You can't ignore that, despite the rocky season. But for me, man, I try not to take outside factors into play, but I do got to take it to play, y'all, that they didn't have coaches. Right, this is totally different from not having my quarterback. I ain't have my running back. No, I literally don't have a coach on the sideline. I got one coach on the sideline. Regardless, though, they still made it down to nationals. Their tail end of the season is one of the best ones. You come out of that, you you beat So Icy, you beat Dog Pound, and now you're officially RDU. It's scary hours.
All
Oh
right. So
Lord, oh Lord, Coach Mark, do y'all think Rare Breeze could get this 10 on a schedule in 2025? Coach
oh
Mark,
facts. You know we can do that.
Coach Mark, please,
We can do
please,
that. Hey,
stay the
coach.
hell out of 10
Hold
down.
on. Let me let them see. Hey, coach.
Look, you
I
see him
would
biting,
love nothing more
you see him biting
than
my
to get
fingernail.
than to get Bessemer on that schedule, and I for sure can make it happen. Call my dog, Coach Blue, and we can make it happen. Only difference is you might got to go to them, but I know you ain't a stranger to traveling because you the one of the ones that spoiled me on this on the best playing versus the best. So
I got
yes, you know what
hey,
I'm saying.
I'm
Yes,
biting
we
my
can
fingernails,
definitely
bro.
make it happen.
I'm biting my fingernails. Uh, You know what's Bessemer is just crazy enough to think that they can like continuously beat them. That's the crazy part. And I love Bessemer to death. Stay the hell away from Rare Breed. I don't know how this man do it. He finds kids that nobody knows of, and next thing you know, these kids is number one kids in America and crap, man. So Icy Boys. They gonna probably hate me for this. But come on, y'all. Y'all can't hate me for this, bro. Y'all gotta go to number 5. You lost to the Georgia Falcons. We know that y'all, you know what I'm saying? You can't beat RDE. Gorilla Mob won a national championship over at AYF. You gotta slide down to number 5. You had a great season, but you didn't end on a high note. But you did beat Lauderdale Lakes. You did beat Dallas Elite. All right. At number 6. At number 6, we got Dallas Elite. They beat the Georgia Falcons. I think that they have one of the best quarterbacks in the age group. I think that the problem is that, just like another team I'm going to mention later on, they let their quarterback throw them out of the game. But it wasn't the quarterback's fault. But they have one of the best quarterbacks in that age group. At number 7, we got the Duval Jags. We got the Duval Jags. We got the C1N winner. They've beat Twin City. They beat Pompano. They won their Super Bowl against Woj, who, again, was a ranked team. I think they were ranked in Generation Next as number 8. And I can't remember what they were ranked with the seal, but they were ranked as far as number 8 with Generation Next. So, so Icy might have had a tougher schedule at YNC.
Hold
Coach
on, let me
Sonora,
let me talk to Sonora. Let me
she
talk.
might have had. They might have had the toughest road, but guess what? You lost. I mean, toughest road or not, you lost it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's nothing. It's nothing we can do about the tough road. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Uh,
this it has been several teams that had to do what they've done, and
yeah.
they came out on top. And one of the teams just so happened to be the Bounty Boys.
I mean,
They
it's a lot of
played.
them. Yeah, it's a
They
lot.
had to. They
Yeah,
had to go ahead and play. You know, it
and
just comes with the territory.
comes with the territory.
And not just that. Be honest, Sonora. Y'all didn't think that the Falcons had a chance in hell. And just like last year, I told y'all it won't be the same the next time that y'all play versus them. Y'all do not seem to listen. Y'all got a coach and Coach Kier who watch nothing but film. This man knows how to play the game. And
Oh
Sports
man.
Fanatic told y'all. He told y'all. It's different when the coaches is not on the sideline. When they able
Hey,
to put the
bro.
kids in
Hey,
position
bro.
when they're out of position. And that's what happened. I
I
tried to tell
told
y'all.
y'all.
I tried to tell you. I said, look,
Oh
yes, y'all
man.
beat them, but y'all not going to be that much better than them again if y'all beat them at all. I said this. This is my second year in a row. The first one, y'all beat them 37-6. Okay? I told y'all the next time y'all play them, it would not be like that. And what happened? Y'all played them and they beat y'all. This year, y'all beat them by damn near what, 30 again? I told you the next time y'all play them, it would not be this. And y'all lost. What is the commonality?
Nah,
Listen to me, Ken, okay? I know what I'm talking about.
Coach
I
Kyle will be
know
on here
a
very
team.
soon.
I know a team that lost.
He will
Literally, I
be
mean
on here
that
very
that
soon.
that did not catch a lot of passes. They should have scored at least 4 to 5 touchdowns. I knew it.
This man is crazy, man.
I knew it. I'm just saying, Sonora, shout out to you too. I appreciate you.
Shout
Love
out
your
to
support.
to
But
Coach Sonora,
I
man. I
gotta
like
get the
always Coach
delusion from
Sonora.
y'all head. I got to. Okay.
And the truth of the matter is, man, you wouldn't have 2 games in one day if you just would have handled business. If you beat the Bessemer Tigers, which y'all claimed, everybody claimed that it was pie. Bessemer's pie. They're gonna knock their heads off. We won the game 6-0, man. We just running downhill. So shout out to the Bessemer Tigers. But moving on, man. Moving on. Moving on. And last but not least, man, my number 8 team in the country. My number 8 team in the country. Oh man, it's the Oak Cliff Titans. I'm probably about as shocked as y'all that I would do something of that nature. But yeah, it's the Oak Cliff Titans, man. I put the Oak Cliff Titans. Um, Tough team, bro. Multiple year champions in the UIFL. I had them slotted with the East Side Raiders. I ended up choosing the Oak Cliff Titans because they have they've done the same. They've been great for a long time. They've been great for a long time. They're just not a very known well team, but I know about them. So I'm telling y'all, if they came into this age group, which I hope they will, they'll shake some things up. So what do you think, brother? Now you can take that number 10 off. You can leave that number 9 because number 8 and 9 can be
yeah,
filled.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually kind of agree with you. They got 30 ball, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can
Yeah,
take
they
that 10.
got they. Hey, I'm gonna have to put y'all. You know what? I'm gonna just start y'all at 45.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I do that. I do that for y'all. Gotta put y'all at the 45. Y'all got blasted, man. It wasn't even a close game. But I am gonna stick with my number 9, the East Side Raiders. They end
I
up
can
losing
understand that.
in the championship versus the GMU, which showed that they came to handle business. Gorilla Mai, shout out to y'all. And like my guy said, man, we cannot forget about the Georgia Force, man. Georgia Force got to be in that top 15 for sure. It's just unfortunately we not doing the top 15 at this moment. Shout out to the Georgia Force for going out there and beating a really good team in Maryland Elite. They got a young man on there that I will be calling up soon when me and Sports Fanatic get to put the other stuff that we doing together. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so shout out to the Georgia Force, man, for winning the whole thing. I think what did they play in? They played in TNU.
I ain't gonna lie. I did not watch in those that nationals. I watched UIFL. Who the best player at 9U? I'm not telling you, man. I'm not telling Coach Mark who the best player at 9U is, bro. Man, like Suge Knight, bro. The man to be gone, bro. The kid to be gone from whatever team he on, man. But yeah, I watched UYFL, I watched YNC, I watched T1N, I watched AYF. I did not watch UTN, the correct name of it. So yeah, man. But give me a grade, bro. Give me a grade. We can go to 10U. Pick
All
one
right,
to go to
so
10.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a B.
Coach Mark is crazy, bro. Coach
Hey,
Mark is crazy.
what he what did he say? He said I got an idea.
He got it. Yeah, I bet he do.
Man,
I bet he do. I got an
somebody better
idea,
be
bro.
nervous. Hey, but far as Erica, yeah, Erica, yes. Y'all number, y'all number 5. That's where he got y'all at.
So
Now we
let's
haven't
go.
did 12 yet.
Let's go 10. Let's go 10.
All right, so
Let's
we
go
about to
10.
go 10.
Let's keep it
So
moving.
number 1, we got Bessemer. Number 2, Gorilla Mob. Number 3, we
So
got RDE. Well, will be soon Georgia Eagles next year.
Georgia Eagles next year.
The Falcons United, which will be RDU next year. Then you got number 5, So Icy. Then we got the Dallas Elite. Then we got Duval Jags. Then we got Oak Cliff Titans, and then we got the Raiders. See, I had DMV No Limit, there, but then they lost by a lot, man. So, but
Yeah.
shout out to them.
Yeah. So let's go 10. Let's go 10. They say we holding on. Let's go
All
10.
right, bet,
They
bet.
want that 10. They I know where they want to get to. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let's go 10.
Alright, so we got 10 right there. So we
All right,
got
number one. Yeah, ATL legal, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in hell we're gonna lose to no Lulus. You feel what I'm saying? Um SED. Aggressive, strong. Nothing really fancy. Just hard to stop football team. Mac Dolphins, they did what they were supposed to do. They ran through AYF with ease. Uh hey man, I know you said if I got them, but I do. Shout out to the West Atlanta Jaguars. Super Bowl bounce back. They beat Bessemer in the first round. Prior to Nationals, they had national win against Osceola. At number 5, we got the Bessemer Tigers. They beat the Sawboys. They beat Lauderdale Lakes, which it was hard for me to put Lauderdale Lakes on here because of them just literally just not showing up, not having no kids, all of that good stuff at Nationals. At number 6, we got Osceola. C1N champs beat Indy Firehawks, beat the Georgia Rattlers. At number 7, we got DMVU Ferrari Boys. Unfortunately, they was on the same side of bracket as Mac, but they're one of the most consistent teams all year. They beat Philly 30 ball Benson. Again, yes, they lost, yes, they lost, AYF, but I like to go through a totality of a season. I'm not gonna just put everything on nationals. Um my dog T Johnson. And Progress Village Panthers. They beat Woj 10U in the Super Bowl. They're no nationals, but the hottest team, exciting season. So the same way that y'all will punish a team for not winning in nationals. How can y'all say a team that actually went to nationals and lost or won that don't booster them up? You feel what I'm saying? PvP, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can't put them no higher than that because where did you play? You feel what I'm saying? Maybe they went UTN. I don't know. I didn't watch that. But um, outside of that, bro, I gotta put teams that actually went to nationals. Playing on a big stage means something. And at the end of the day, bro, Woj played on one of the biggest. Well, not take that back. I take that. Woj played on the biggest stage. Honestly, Woj played on the biggest stage, and they won against a really good Bessemer team on that big stage. So, what you got, bro? You muted, cuz you muted.
Sonora. Come on now. You know I ain't got a bias bone in my body. So I see that made this year so fun for me. In fact, this not even my list, but what do you think that they supposed to be? Where do you think they supposed to be? They literally won one game in battle.
Hold up, hold up. No, I did not do everything based on nationals. Nationals bolsters your argument. Nationals bolsters your argument. But at the end of the day, we are taking the totality of a season. But you have to say nationals bolsters an argument. If you win a game on the biggest stage compared to a team that never even went, how does that not mean more? To be honest, y'all really sound biased to me. Y'all sound biased. You can't strictly go based off a whole season because then that means that nationals don't mean much. You gotta bolster nationals up a little bit more. Y'all did win 2 games, but you lost to the Georgia Falcons. That's why they ahead of y'all. Outside of that, y'all right where you supposed to be. But for 10U, but I did though. I did. 9U honestly was one of my probably was one of the easiest ones to do, if I'm being honest with y'all. But so what do you think, man, about 10U, man? Tell me what you think. 10U was very difficult to be honest with y'all.
All right, let me go back to it.
10U was very hard, bro.
P-
10U was very difficult
hey,
because
PA Trencher, don't be so funny, my guy. He says now we talking about teams that lost at TNU. Let me go back right quick. He said, all right, so you got Voodoo, everybody know. SED, yes, sir. I then we got Mac Dolphins. I can agree with that. Then this one is who?
I'm
Who is
sorry.
this one? Number 4.
That's my boys Woj. They're my
Okay.
guys, the Woj.
So then you got Wold, which yeah, they played very, very well. They lost to SED though. Then we got Bessemer Tigers. Nope. I'm gonna put Osceola over Bessemer Tigers. And then I'll keep Ferrari. And then
Okay, okay. How can you put Osceola over Bessemer? Bessemer beat Sawboys and Lauderdale. Osceola beat Indy Firehawks and Georgia Rattlers.
Georgia Rattlers is good.
But
I think Georgia Rattlers beat those teams too.
they didn't though. You know what I'm saying? And we
Bro,
talking
they
about they
won.
beat
The
them
difference is they won and the other ones didn't.
and they beat them on the biggest stage, bro. Stages matter. We're not gonna pretend like stages don't matter. Stages where you win at matters.
Hey, I'm swapping Bessemer and I'm swapping Osceola because Osceola was a really good 10U team.
Which I
And
agree. They beat
yeah,
Woj.
yeah, they're a good team. So I'm going to put them because you said they beat Woj, but you got Woj before them.
Well, Woj beat Bessemer in at the biggest stage.
Okay, so therefore, at least you better put Osceola in the damn middle,
Why would I
in
put? I can't
between
do
the
that.
two,
I can't do
in
that
between the
because
two.
I'm gonna be real.
Osceola didn't
As
lose.
I'm being real with y'all, I'm a realist, bro. I am a realist. YNC right now is the biggest stage. To win on the biggest stage gotta mean something. It just do.
All
It
right,
just
bro.
gotta mean something.
I give you a B minus on that. Matter of fact, a C plus. C plus for that one. And if you
Let's go
swap them
11,
out, I
man.
give you a B minus.
No, I'm not swapping. I can't swap.
Okay. C
I can't
plus.
swap, y'all.
C plus.
Let's go 11. Let's go 11. Get PA Trenches off my screen, please, while I talk 11U.
Okay. All right. There you go.
All right, 11U, y'all. 11U. Twin City. Now, again, if I take the totality of a season, Twin City should really be at number 2, right? But again, you have to take in the fact that Twin City won on the biggest stage, right? So you can't say I'm biased because I'm doing the same thing to Twin City. Twin City lost to a team. I think they lost to Georgia Eagles 3 times, right? But on the biggest stage, Twin City won on the biggest stage. Not only they won on the biggest stage, bro, outside of maybe the Bounty Boys, we can honestly say Twin City might have had one of the toughest roads at nationals. They beat Ali, they beat Terrence City Ducks, and then they beat the Georgia Eagles to win a national championship. Those are all they literally played 8 seed. They played, I think I want to say a 2 seed. Then they played a 1 seed to win. So I don't want to hear about no tough roads. That's a tough road to win for a team that lost to a team that people were saying before they came they shouldn't even be allowed to come. People literally said Twin Cities shouldn't be allowed in the building. But hey, man, they did what they're supposed to do. Georgia Eagles, no real losses outside of the championship. They had a great season. Um, I mean, that's it, man. DEA, we seen what DEA can do. C1N winners. They beat the Miami Garden Ravens. Great team. Miami Garden Ravens. They ran through everybody at AYF. Um, you know, championship, AYF champions. They beat MCU. They beat Ali while they were at PA Trenches. You laughing at the fact that I said they beat Ali. You wanna know what's crazy? Y'all talk about Ali, but y'all don't talk about MCU. But y'all will say I'm biased. MCU was at 1 seat, not scoring no points. But they was the number 3 team for the entire year. But they ain't scored a point. Pete, stink you. Stink you was not scoring. But I got y'all though, man. It's okay. It's okay. We gonna talk about that. I like Ali and I still like Ali. But we gonna ignore the fact the MCU wasn't even scoring at YNC.
Hey,
Because you can't
look.
say that they, if that's the case, you can't say, well, he said they beat Ali. Well, hell, I said they beat MCU too.
Hey, look. They think we bias. What? You the one did this. I'm taking a hit with you, and with Erica and Sonora. They looking at me
That's because
like,
you agree
this
of
is
where
your
SOIC
list.
is placed.
No,
That's
I'm
okay.
saying I'm putting the Georgia Falcons over them simply because they beat them the last
They
game
beat
that they
them.
played. Yeah, that's the only reason.
You're
But
putting you're putting
but
the Georgia Falcons.
watch where they actually be placed when the rankings come out. Watch where they be placed.
If it ain't where I got them, then it ain't right. I'm just gonna be real with y'all, bro. If the rankings don't look like this, then they not right, and it's okay. Go back,
Man,
please. Go back, please. Why you keep trying to jump to 12 so bad?
all right, bro, go ahead.
All right, so right at 5, we got the OG Ducks, AYF runner up. They beat PTE, they beat Air, they beat North Philly. We got the Terrence City Ducks, good season. They got 1 win at nationals. It's kind of hard to, you feel what I'm saying? Credit GM. So, okay, Erica, that would mean that GMU literally was trash. That means that what they did didn't mean nothing. They were literally a number 4 team all year. But anyway, North Philly Blackhawks, we got them at 7. Great season, good run at nationals before losing to OG. And Western Atlanta Jags, of course, they're at 8. Same thing, good run. They had a good run this year. They lost that C1N. But this is the list, man. I think the only debate that I'll give y'all is if y'all want to put Terrence City above the OG Ducks. But I'm going to give respect to an AYF runner up or whatever. Somebody who actually came through AYF, played multiple teams compared to Terrence City. It's not their fault, but they went 1-1 at Nationals. You know what I'm saying? And their season honestly wasn't that good. They didn't play that many great teams to be sitting here saying, "Oh, Terrence City, they just was winning all these games." They ain't play that many teams. So, uh, based on that, you kind of get slotted down. What do you
Martius
think?
says, where do y'all put Oakland Dynamite? I'm gonna put them in the bubble dubs. In the trash. That's where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them in the bubble dubs, bruh. Okay, that's where they going.
Oh
They
man,
disappointed me. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
I'm not putting them nowhere. They was
You
never
know,
on the list. They
hey,
were never on the list.
he ain't see him. See, they a good team. They just folded, bro. That's mainly what it is. But they play. They're a much better team than what they play.
Can you say what happened again? They did what?
They
They
folded, bro.
because they never been there.
Are they been a national?
They
Just
never,
never down south. They've been to AYF
bro.
before. They went to the AYF championship. D1. I told you that
That was
already.
like 3 years ago, though,
Bro,
bro.
but they've been there. It's the same group of kids, bro. They just saw them boys, you know how they stayed the same size, and then them other boys they didn't grew. Look, this was them right here, and them other boys they just grew, and they started looking up, and got nervous. I mean, that's what it was. But yeah, that's the ranking that's the number they going to. They going to, matter of fact, ain't no number. They going to Bubba Dubs just so he can put them where they need to go, where they need to be, which was in the trash, right? So next year they're gonna have to prove they're gonna have to come outside in order for me to go ahead and give them the thumbs up. I tried it this time. They made me look silly, but luckily I didn't got so many other picks, right? So it is what it is. But let's go to the next one. You did you get all the ones out?
You didn't give me my grade, man.
All
Give
right,
me
so
my
let's
11th
see.
grade.
Let's see what grade
Get
do you
Coach Hill
earn.
off my screen.
All right, so I agree with Twin City number one. Then I agree with the Georgia Eagles number two. Number three, I agree with that. Number four, I agree with that. Number five, I don't agree with that. I will put
What?
I will put the Terrence City Ducks over above, the
Wow.
OG Ducks, and then I'll put OG Ducks at the number six. And you can have everything else after that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. It gets very
at-
difficult after that. The next two age groups, honestly, once you get past like 4 and 5, it gets like 11U and 12U, even 13. Once you get past like 4 and 5, it gets very difficult because nobody played. You know what I'm saying? Nobody played anybody, so it's a very murky list to me, or whatever. T Johnson D
so,
plus. That's crazy.
so
T.
let me
That's
tell Asia.
crazy.
Asia, you just heard me give him a C plus. I can agree with Southfield actually being in the rankings. I said that they were a good team.
What?
Yeah, I can agree. I can
That
agree.
is
You put
crazy, bro.
for 10U?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I gave
That is
you, yeah.
crazy. Southfield played one. I think they played maybe 2 games at AYF. They how they just stumbled into the bracket, like literally just stumbled into the bracket. It wasn't like DMVU who had to play like 3 teams and stuff like that. Like it was one of those things where they kind of stumbled into the bracket like North Philly Blackhawks.
Yeah, man, you got to tell them some of your criteria, man.
As I just said, the criteria. We're going to take nationals. That's going to bolster your argument, but we're taking the totality of the season. So the truth of the matter is, so I see people, y'all lost, okay? GMU are national champions. They're national champions. They were ranked number 4 all year. How do you win a championship and not move up, but lose to the Georgia Falcons and not move down? Lose to the Bessemer Tigers, not move down. You lost to Twin City in the season. You moved down. Should I keep going? Y'all are not a team that ain't lost. You are just embarrassing yourselves at this point. Stop it. Y'all lost.
All
And then
right,
you
so
lost to the Georgia Falcons.
all right, ask them for your grade, bro. Let's see what they
I
say.
got my grades. I'm seeing my grades. Tyler Johnson said I got a D plus. OG being 5 again. Dog walk and the ship is crazy. Man, it's crazy how 10 can make it to the championship and lose. And it's just like, man,
No, no,
they're a
no, no,
team that made it
no.
all the way to the championship.
Not
Give
just
it to another
lose
team
though.
that didn't even make it to the championship.
Not just
What?
lose though.
Like what? Y'all have to make this make sense to me.
You
Y'all
make it
want me
make
to
sense
credit
that
people.
you
Y'all
make
want me
it
to
make
credit teams that
sense.
didn't even go to
Hold
nationals.
on, wait. You make it make sense, right?
Okay.
And they gotta see me.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. How in the hell do you have the OG Ducks, a team who not only lost by 30 plus versus the DEA, they also lost 39-0
Against one
in the
of the best,
championship.
against a 4-time national champion,
Man, they didn't even pinch Lil Rob. They couldn't
against
even.
a 4-time
I
national
don't
champion.
care. I don't care.
That on y'all logic don't make. If that's the case, then it should be no rankings, and we should just
D,
do top four
DEA,
teams.
DEA, DEA ain't no nothing. They not number
Okay, we
four.
should
They,
just
they,
do
they,
four
they ain't
teams
no
then.
national champions or nothing like that. But they beat the Miami Garden Ravens.
Okay, DEA is a top 14. Y'all logic don't make sense because Miami would do that to most teams. Miami, okay, Miami, they beat South St. Louis Trackhawks 39-0. They beat Beast End 46 to 18. They beat Brick City 33-0. We can keep going. Should we pull up what they did? What they did in the YNC, because they lost. They lost to DEA in the YNC, which is not unheard of. That doesn't shock none of us that they lost to DEA in the YNC. Let's see what else they did in the YNC. We're gonna see what the Miami Garden Ravens did in the YNC. They beat. They scored 50 points on the Montgomery Cardinals. They beat Ali 28-6. So maybe Miami Garden Ravens is just that good of a team. Oh damn. But y'all will put teams that did not play the Miami Garden Ravens and say, let's put them in here. Y'all will put teams that didn't even go to nationals. They didn't even go to nationals. Let's put them in here. How? How can we put teams that didn't go to nationals in here? Unless they just really had an amazing run, like PvP, they had an amazing run. If you have an amazing run, then yeah. But if you don't even go to nationals, bro, like that don't make sense. Or you get to play somebody else and lose, like that don't make sense. I'm mentioning Ali because Ali could beat a lot of teams. Do y'all realize what it means to be a top 10, top 15 team in the country? Do y'all know what that means? That means that if you play 90% of anybody else, you're going to win football games. You're going to win football games. So you're saying add Beast in and AME. Oh, he's saying add it to the teams that let you down. But yeah, nah, bro. I'm just of the mindset that we have to remember, bro. When we talking about it's a difference. I've been saying it all year. When you talk about the top four teams, it's a complete difference when you start to get to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a difference. Okay, T Johnson, if you don't feel like Ali is a top 15, top 20 team, that's you. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like they could play anybody, they could play. If they play most teams, they gonna lose. I don't agree. I don't agree. But you may feel that way. You know what I'm saying? You may feel that way. But you know what the problem is? These teams don't come outside.
Hey, hey, Coach Cal said, "What the hell going on here in here tonight?"
Hey, Coach
Man,
Kyle.
Fanatic. Look, Fanatic took a page out of AYF lottery pick and went ahead and just threw all the names in there and came out with the ones and then just put them wherever
You
he
you say
whatever.
that, but you've only corrected maybe you've only switched like one thing in most of my rankings.
Man,
I probably have one
I
ranking
ain't
that
got
you
that
didn't
much
like.
time, bro.
Mostly all my rankings, you just switch one thing.
We already an hour and 17 minutes in there, bro. I ain't got that much time, bro.
Like I said, man, y'all drop your list. I hear complaining. I need to see list. But yeah, bro. But in all serious matter, man, when you're talking about the top four teams, what I want y'all to understand, when you're talking about the top four teams, we're talking completely different, bro. We're talking completely different. When we talking 11U, Twin City, Georgia Eagles, DA, Miami Garden, that's completely we're having a whole different conversation compared to now when we start talking OG, Terrence City, North Philly, and Woj. It's different now.
I'm
It's
not.
different.
I'm shot with that OG. I am. I
That
must admit.
then what I don't understand is that means that y'all think that Miami couldn't do the same thing to Terrence City. Because
No,
anybody who's seen Terrence City play, I don't know why you would think they couldn't.
no, they first of all, Terrence City already beat Miami Garden
in
Ravens.
in July.
I
I
don't
don't care,
care.
but I
They
do. If
got
that
they got
if
a
that's
they
the case,
got
then
the
the whole
formation.
rankings got to change then. Because I'm not taking no pre. I don't take preseason. I don't take in. I take August through. I don't take no Panama and all that. I don't take what you did in July and June and May. I don't take because off. You don't even know the same kids that was on RDE in July ain't even the same kids that was on the team in December. So I take after cutoffs and things like that. I don't take that stuff into play. But the truth of the matter is, if you've seen Terrence City play at the YNCA December, it's not the same Terrence City from July. If you've seen Space City from 8U, that team lost in the first round in July. They're runner ups in December. It's totally different, bro. It's not the same.
All right, what age group we on?
We're gonna go to 12. But I'm just saying, that just really throws your argument out the window, bro. When you say, I don't care. How? Space City literally lost in the first round. They won. They was runner ups. They beat ATL Elite literally in December. So you can't go off of, well, in July they won in the YNC preseason before the rosters were even locked. Get the hell out of here with that bull job, man. You know what I'm saying? But teams.
Hey, he said team that let me down. He said you still being biased. AJ ain't feeling you right now, Phanatic.
That's okay. She's mad about that
Hey,
Southfield
don't trip,
10U.
AJ. I got you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, Asia. I watched Southfield 10U. I just wasn't impressed, bro. I just hate to say it. I just wasn't impressed. I wasn't. They had a good win versus OG Ducks. They beat the Elite Boys out of New Jersey, in a really scrappy game. And then they lost to the Mac Dolphins. I just wasn't impressed. I honestly think that the DMVU game versus Mac Dolphins, it was a little bit better. It really was just a little bit better than me. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, bro. The Southfield Falcons game, it just wasn't good to me. Right. And they've had a good season. The totality of their season is okay. Right. But when you get to the biggest stage, it just wasn't that impressive. And maybe it ain't their fault because they got they kind of ended up in a side of the bracket that just wasn't that impressive. But ultimately, bro, like, it just didn't look that good to me. It just didn't. You know what I'm saying? I hate to tell you that. And I have no biasness against Michigan because I don't think y'all can play that much football anyway. So it ain't that I'm biased against y'all. I don't think that much ball is played in Detroit regardless. But I like the Eastside Raiders, if that means anything to you. I love the Eastside Raiders. I think y'all got something in them. Outside of that, I'm just not that impressed. I'm just not. I'm just not. Let's go to 12.
All right.
Let's go. Let's shake the table a little bit, man. Let's shake the table. Let's shake the table at 12, man. Number one. Please get Coach Johnson off my screen, please. Number one. We got the Bounty Boys. If the list don't look like this, then it's wrong. If the list don't look like this, then it's wrong. We got the Bounty Boys, man. We got the Bounty Boys. It came down to the wire. But the Bounty, like the decision to put the Bounty Boys, I literally made it. I think I sent this. I think I sent this to my dog last minute. I think I sent this to my dog last minute. This came down to the wire. But the Bounty Boys been outside all year. They've been outside all year. Um, the last generation rankings, they were number 9 in the rankings. For the seal, they were number 5. I think we can say they probably had one of the toughest national runs on one of the biggest stages in football. Again, they had the toughest national run on one of the biggest stages in football. With many people watching, you under pressure. But let's be real, they bullied Benson, but guess where Benson was ranked? Number 13 by Generation Next, number 7 by the Seal. They beat 703. Guess where 703 was ranked? Number 8 by Generation Next, number 4 by the Seal. They beat Fort Lauderdale. Guess where Fort Lauderdale was ranked? Number 1 by Generation X, number 1 by the Seal. They blew out North Philly. Guess where North Philly was ranked? Number 10 by Generation Next and number 3 by the Seal. They got to be the number 1 team in the country. Even when you take in the totality of a season that Fort Lauderdale had, Watkins had a hell of a season as well. Watkins had a hell of a season as well. And you got to make them the number 1 team. When it came down to the wire, man versus man, boy versus boy, they beat them. I don't care about that they didn't the thought process of they didn't get to use these kids It's just a loser mentality to me, y'all. I'm just gonna be real, just loser mentality. And I don't believe the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes has the mentality of if we had these kids, we would have won. Because I believe they went to AYF because they believed that they really were the best team. Funny thing is, Bounty would have went home first round at YNC. That crushes your rankings, man. Whatever crystal ball you got, please share the Mega Million numbers. Me and you can split it. Whatever crystal ball you got that's telling you things that did not happen that would have happened. Could you please tell me what the Mega Million is? I think it's up to about 518 million. I promise you, we can let them have all the taxes and we can split the money. Right? Hell, I matter of fact, we don't even gotta split it. You can have 75% of the 200 and some million. Just give me 25% of it. Because if you can determine that you just know for a fact that a team that beat the number one team in the country would go to YNC and lose without them ever going to YNC and losing this year because they went to AYF, I'm astonished by that. I'm astonished by that. I'm astonished by the people that say Bounty Boys would lose if they did. I'm confused because they beat the same person y'all saying that they would lose to. Unless we're living in a parallel universe, right? Like the world that we live in. You see how we got this fake stuff? Put your hand up. Can you stretch your arm out? Can you put your arm out for me, Ken? Please, sir. See, it's fake. You see, his background is fake. He's not really in a dome, y'all. It's fake, right? Unless we're living in a fake world where we can just determine that all of this stuff is just won't happen, right? They beat them. They lost. We just gotta accept it. But we're gonna move on to number two, man. Number two is the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, right? They beat everybody this year. Unfortunately, they lost on one of the biggest stages. They lost on one of the biggest stages. Um, I mean, that's Generation Next. I'm not Generation Next. My name is Phanatic. But if they list don't look like this, they got it wrong, T. Johnson. I love T. Johnson, bro. They got it wrong if they list don't look like this. Can you put my list back up, sir?
All right, 1 second.
If they list don't look like this,
There you
I
go.
agree, Ramel. Y'all played them first time 12-6, but if you go to battle, if you go to Generation Next and you play, then they say that you lose in the first round. You lose in the second round. I apologize. If you go to Generation Next and you play the Royal Palm Beach Wildcats, I guess they don't think y'all can beat the Royal Palm Beach Wildcats. Or if y'all would have had to play ABA Bulldogs, no disrespect to the ABA Bulldogs, the ABA Bulldogs probably couldn't beat the So Icy Boys 9U. In just full honesty, right? So I'm just confused about who y'all would lose to. But anyway, we're gonna go with the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. Number two, number three, Texas Elite. They showed dominance. They showed dominance. In YNC, they made us believe that Lauderdale could be beaten. Texas Elite's the first one that showed us they made us believe, hey, bruh, this team can really be beaten, bruh. Number four, the Osceola Cowboys, dominant team all year. Dominant team all year. I really believe. I really believe that if Osceola wasn't, my problem with the Alpha Dogs, bro, I really didn't even want to put the Alpha Dogs on the list for tuck and tail. I don't like the way they tuck tail. You want me to be honest, Ramil? They tuck tail at the last minute. I don't respect it. I don't respect it. But I got the Osceola Cowboys. I believe Osceola could have gave Fort Lauderdale a better chance if they coach would have threw the ball. The coach refused to throw the ball. They refused to throw the ball. Number five, Alpha Dogs. They won C1 in. I like what they did football wise. I just don't like how they handled business. I like what they did football wise. I just don't like how they handle business. And I can't. For me, it just seemed like y'all was scared. It just seemed like y'all was scared, dog. You know what I'm saying? So gotta put you there. Number six, Virginia Charged Up Bulls, UIF winners, dominated their team all year. The North Philly Blackhawks again, prior to Nationals, very dominant team all year. You feel what I'm saying? What business? What business? Are you for real, Coach Pat? What business? Y'all are drunk. Again, man, the list cannot be based off of nationals. If that was the case, then a lot of teams won't make the list because you can't just go strictly off nationals. Last but not least, at number 8, we got Bullet Academy. We got Bullet Academy, man. We got Bullet Academy. All right, sir. Go ahead. Tell me what you're thinking. National Sports Chat.
So you got Bounty Boys one, Dip two. And the thing about it is too, man. See, I like for them to see me, man.
Okay, let's get it.
Hold on one second. All right, so far as the Zip being number two and Bounty Boys being number one, here's why people can't use the term. Well, man, they didn't play with their best roster. When they played them with their best roster, it was only a 12-6 game. So you're not that they wasn't that much better than Bounty Boys. Bounty Boys came and they handled business. Not just that, they played all ranked teams to win the championship. So therefore, we got to give them some love, man. I understand that a lot of y'all are Y and C this and Y and C that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not biased. So therefore, we have to include them if we're going to be, or if he's going to be, unbiased. Although you have some people that's in this chat saying that Phanatic is super biased and not sticking to his own criteria. I get it, right?
The list is fluid. You can't when you're talking about I think what y'all don't understand when you make a rankings, when you're talking about different age groups, then you can't say this is not a rubric for a class grade. You know what I'm saying? This is not a rubric for a class grade. So when you watch the college football playoffs, there's a lot of times where it's like, damn, how didn't this team get in? How didn't this team get in? How didn't this team get in? Right? There is a standard, but that standard is fluid. You have to be fluid with when you're making rankings, bro. You gotta be this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. This person beat this person beat that person. It's a lot that goes into it. And one thing you can never do is you can never let what people think affect the decision because they love their teams. Oh, I love this team. You have some people that are just YNC loyalists. You got AYF loyalists. You got, I mean, uh,
So for the 12U and 11U, I got
okay.
somebody who actually had their own rankings. And I don't know if you wanted to put it up against yours
Let's
after.
do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. Um, so are you done with the 12U?
I'm done with the 12U,
All
man.
right. So this was the 10 and 11U. And y'all let us know what do y'all think about it. Okay. So for this one, I believe okay, this is a 10U. So they got Bugatti. I mean, not Bugatti, but Voodoo. Then they got SED, said a couple adjustments away from winning. Bugatti, if they can pull off a full game, right? You like their chances. Mac Dolphin in number three, I mean four, right? Need to see more games, right? For the YNC. Then he got PvP, beating Woj, right? Put them and then that will put them on the map. Then they got Woj at number six. Then number seven, they got Southfield. Said great season. I don't think nobody would have predicted them to be in the ship and give Mac a good game.
Well, see, there you go, Asia. This person appreciates Southfield.
Okay. So then it's Bessemer at number eight, right?
But Beshemer beat Bugatti.
Okay. And then we got Osceola at number nine. and then what is it? The Miami Guard Ravens. No, no, who is this? YFN, MGR.
That's the old Brick City.
Oh,
He's saying he basically saying we're going to rank a team that's never played a game because they're going to Miami, even though we've never seen them play. Put
hey,
the
y'all.
list back up, please.
So what do
Put
y'all
the
think?
list back up,
Yo,
please.
tell you.
No, put that list back up because I got something to say about it. So Bugatti lost literally every game in nationals. They literally lost to the team that you said is the consolation champs. They lost to them. I don't care if people didn't play PvP. We're putting PvP on the map for beating Woj. The same team that you say that a lot of people say ain't that big of a deal. So we're putting them on the map instead of a team that actually went to nationals and they won a game. They beat another team that was in nationals. We're gonna put PvP on the map for beating Woj, even though Woj beat a team at nationals and PvP was at home. So basically, we're going to glorify people who just stop playing. This is why people don't play games. This is why people don't come outside because they can literally not play in nationals, but then a team that does play, I didn't say PvP wasn't the truth because if you watch, it was on my rankings. But we're not going to, but you cannot bolster a team that did not play at nationals over a team that actually has a win on the biggest stage in football. That just is not logical to me. Now, it might be to y'all, not to me. You cannot bolster a Bugatti team that literally they didn't play. They didn't even. I don't even think they finished nationals. Bugatti didn't even finish nationals. Bugatti came into their second game with 10 kids and a mascot or something. Like, it was bad, bro. It was bad. No. Alpha Dogs ran, right? Y'all can say y'all didn't. I love the Alpha Dogs. We can go back, but the truth of the matter is y'all ran. Y'all ran, and it's okay. You didn't like how things were, so you decided to leave. I can understand. But no, man, I don't agree with this. What do you think about this list, Ken? Because if you don't say that this list, if you don't get this list a C minus, then I feel that you're biased. I don't know why these folks hate Woj, but Woj literally has. There's no way you can bump Woj. There's no way you can have the Bessemer Tigers at number 8. It's just not possible. It's not possible to have the Bessemer Tigers at number 8, and they beat the number 2. To me, it ain't possible to have Osceola at number 9 if we're talking about C1N and almost upsetting somebody. What is that? Because they didn't beat Woj, they got to go to number 9. Then no DMVU. The only reason DMVU didn't win, didn't go to the championship of AYF because they was on the same side of the bracket as Mac. They was the most consistent team all year. They beat Philly. They 30 ball Benson. I'm confused. PvP cannot be that high over teams that's played on some of the biggest stages. What we doing? Then we got a team that don't even exist on here. I'm from ATL, Asia. Shout out to Coach Asia. I'm from ATL. Now, Southfield, fine. I don't mind if you have Southfield on here. I'm just not that high on them. I'm just
Yes,
not.
sir. Yeah, you definitely share, Pat.
I'm just not that high. So give this a letter grade.
This one,
Yes, sir.
I give it. I honestly, I give it like a C plus B.
Okay.
Give it like a C plus B. There are some teams, like I say, Bugatti. I think where he kind of lost steam is with the Bugatti at 3.
So
You
you
can't, you
agreeing
can't
you
put,
agreeing
you
with
can't put
PvP at
Bugatti,
5.
huh?
You
No,
agree
no,
with
no, no,
PV.
no,
Okay,
no.
so that's 2.
Let's see your 10U.
Please, please, please.
So yours, you got. Let me
Voodoo at 1.
What was that one?
SCD at 2, Mac at 3, Woj at 4, Bessemer at 5, who beat Lauderdale. They beat the Saw Boys. Um, you have Osceola at 6. He went in. They beat Indy Firehawks. They beat Georgia Rattlers. You have DMVU Ferrari Boys. They just ended up on the same side as the
You
bracket as
also have
Mac.
PvP. It's just that.
And I have PvP. They're just not that high up for me. The only team that I'm missing that I don't have on there that he has is Southfield. And to be honest with you, it's not because of just they just don't meet the eye test to me, man. I'm just not that high on Southfield. They don't meet my eye test. And the eye test is a part of my rankings. It's a part of my criteria. My eyes just don't see it. It don't see it.
So so yeah, I give it like a C plus B minus. All right, so this the next one. Okay, so we got Twin City number one.
I
So
agree with that. I
given the
agree with
route
that.
that they took in nationals speaks for itself. Eagles, no words. Okay. 3, DA almost uh put them at 2. Even though they lost to the Eagles. Said I think they will be a very dangerous team next year if they learn how to play 4 quarters. Okay. And then they got Miami Garden Ravens. So y'all right there. So y'all 100% accurate right there. Then he got what, Terrence City, then Powerhouse. Man, I told you Powerhouse hella good, bro. Then you got MCU. That's where I kind of throw that one out. MCU. You can't put MCU in there. He says need more balanced
So
offense. They
we'll
don't
put
have an offense.
MCU, who didn't win no games at nationals. They didn't play nobody during the season. They won no games at nationals. But because the OG Ducks got dog walked in the championship, even though they beat 3 teams to get to a championship, we're going to put MCU in over the OG Ducks.
PA said get the rankings out of here.
I just want. Can, am I the one tripping? Do y'all see how hard it is to make rankings? Because I want y'all to make that logic make sense. OG got dog walked after winning 3 games in 4 days. They got dog walked. MCU didn't win a game the entire week. We don't know if they got dog walked because they didn't win anything. And head to head, MCU would whoop OG. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. T. Johnson, they didn't play. I can't go off of what I. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. OG could win. OG's not a bad team. So I don't think MCU would whoop anybody. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think they would. If I'm being honest, I don't think that they would whoop them. I think it would be a good game. But if I go off what has happened, MCU has lost. They lost a whole week worth of games. How can we sit here and say, "Oh, we're gonna put them in the rankings"? Bro, they lost. I think Miami scored 50. They scored 30 something. Then I think the second game, I think they maybe scored 6 or something like that.
I think that'll be a dope idea. I think my guy just started something. If y'all
22-0
can,
versus Twin City. So hold up. Hold up. They got 22-0 in the first round of YNC. OG Ducks lost the same basically way to the Miami Grand Rapids. Is that not dog walking? I'm confused.
who lost 22-0?
MCU.
I just told you, get MCU out of here. What you debating with me for?
I'm debating with T Johnson. I'm
Oh,
debating with T Johnson. My dog T Johnson,
yeah,
man.
we got to get because
Very knowledgeable though. I ain't gonna lie
I,
to y'all. The
I
man is
told
knowledgeable about
you.
football.
The thing about it is, my guy PA Trent is a little tough right now. But the thing is, MCU, I told everybody, they're a team. If they can get you, if they can score on you, maybe once or twice, they can win that game. They got a really good defense. I have not seen much on the offense. That's their identity, the defense. But like I said, they can't score. That was the biggest issue with them. You
I
know,
also it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to say Powerhouse is a good team. But when you choose to go D2 and you play Because the truth of the matter is, there's lesser competition in D2. We can act like it's not. We can say it's one or two good teams, but there's lesser competition in D2. It's not even the same bracket amount in D2. I think the D2 brackets was like six compared to the counterpart of AYF. Matter of fact, it was two, four, it was eight teams compared to 13 and 14 teams in the same age group. So we cannot put them in there. Six teams, two, four, six, 8, 10, 12. It was a 14 team bracket in D1. It was a 14 team bracket in D1. How can we say that we are discrediting what the people in D1 did for Powerhouse Elite? They won what they were supposed to win or what they should have won because the only roadblock they really had was the Oakland Dynamites, and I didn't believe in them that much anyway.
Yeah, hey Tyler, for this reason right here, they got to go to 50.
Like,
For that reason right there, that's the only reason why I'm like, because they can't score. They don't have like the offense to match it. That's why I told you the coach almost really lost them that game. Lost
like,
when they
come
played
on,
versus
man.
GTN. He
No,
said,
I
"Oh,
respect
I'm
D2
high tech."
winners. I'm just saying we can't discredit what the D1 teams were doing. Their road to win is a little tougher. Do you not agree?
The MCU beat Wolves. Do you think OG can beat them?
MCU beat Woj. Do you think OG can beat them? I think MCU can lose a football game any day. I'm just gonna be honest. I do. I do. I think MCU could lose a football game any day because they don't have the ability to score at a high level, right? Do I think they're a good team? Absolutely. I've put them in the rankings all year. But also, the problem with MCU is when you don't play, right? When you don't play, you don't give yourself an opportunity to work on the offense. That's the place that MCU has kind of been in all year, right? Shout out to the Montgomery Cardinals.
You got to answer that one though on the screen by my guy
TTG got
Manolito.
blasted the Titans that y'all got ranked 8 by a 30 ball. Bro, if every team that got blasted that played number 8 by a 30 ball, we wouldn't have a rankings, bro. It's
That ain't
okay
true.
to lose. It's
Everybody ain't
okay
lose
to
by
lose
30
a
ball though.
game, bro. It's okay to lose a game. Totality of a season.
So let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Bessemer ever get 30 ball?
They're the number one team in the country for a reason.
And just yes or no.
I can't
Bessemer,
answer that yes or no because
did they get 30 ball
they
this
will
year?
never get 30 ball.
Okay. RDE, did they get 30 ball? No, they didn't.
I have to think about it.
Okay, so IC get 30 ball? No. All
They've
right.
been left scoreless, if
The
I'm not
only person that
mistaken.
was in the ranking that probably got 30 ball, bro, damn near was the GA Falcons, bro. Everybody else,
No, it's not. No, it's not.
who else got 30 ball?
If we go through the rankings, bro, there are teams that got 30 ball. This is you're gonna find
Oh,
teams that
oh, 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 Twin City.
yeah,
I don't know if
that's
they
what I'm
got
saying.
30
If we go through, I'm telling you, y'all don't want to have this debate with me. If we go through each ranking starting at 6U, and we just pull up Generation Next, we will find from one all the way down to whatever y'all want. There's gonna be somebody in there that at least has gotten 30 ball. Because in football, you lose games. Totality of a season, MCU has a better resume than OG. Correct. I agree with you. But then when you go to nationals, what does that do? It bolsters your argument. When you go to nationals, T. Johnson, it bolsters your argument. PvP got 30 ball by Bugatti. Bugatti went to nationals. It lowered their argument, unfortunately. PvP right before nationals. They proved something. It bolstered their argument. Every age group is different. Every age group is different. I hate to say it, but it's different. You can't say what we say on 7U might be different than on 11U because the teams are different. How many games they played are different. Who they played are different. So the 9U age bracket, the top 4 teams was outside way more than the 12U, well, not 11U top 4 teams, we could probably say, or 10U top 4 teams.
Hey, hey, Tyler said tough crowd.
Hey, I gotta get you. But the man knows his football though. T. Johnson is somebody that can come on the show and debate with us because he actually know the game. Uh, Asa, No Limit, Georgia Falcons, Twin City, 3 teams that got 30 ball. Again, if you go into the rankings, there are, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think that it's not. It happens more often than you know. When you play 25, 30 games and you're playing top competition, because again, the Bessemer Tigers, the RDEs, the Miami Garden Ravens, Miami literally 30 ball damn near everybody in AYF.
They was scared to tackle him. They was getting out that young man way. I
When you
said,
talking
dang.
about the top 4 teams in a ranking, bro, I mean, we're talking about really the best kids. The Georgia Eagles was going out there, they could 30 ball anybody.
Yeah, they didn't play
It
like
just the it's just the way it is.
that. All right, let's get to this 13,
Let's get
man.
a 13, man. Let's get a 13. We got the bully, man. The man's a bully. The man's a bully. And whatever he does, I hope he stays his ass away from my 10U this year. I hope he stays away from 10U. Because he's a damn bully. Hopefully he goes down to 9U because he feels like 10U is just, he don't have enough time with those kids. It's the rare breed. Number 2, the OG Ducks. You laughed at me. You laughed at me. Could you put me on the screen real quick, brother? I got something I want to say. I don't know if you recall. I don't know if you recall. But they laughed at me when I said the OG Ducks are going to win the 13U division at AYF. Do you recall that? I
I recall.
recall.
Yeah, I
They
remember.
laughed at me. These folks said this is not the same OG Ducks team. That I'm thinking about the old OG Ducks. That's what y'all said. I want all the, can you, if you said that, can you just raise your hand in the comment section, please? If you said that, can you just raise your hand in the comment section?
You
If
said
you
they might
said,
get a repeat in the 13U bracket.
if you said I was tripping, I didn't know what I was talking about. Miami was about to win 13U, and I was wrong. And I'm gonna be coming on here saying how I was wrong. Because you raise your hand and take accountability, please. I just want all of those people that said I was wrong. Just take accountability. Just take accountability for you being wrong. Because I got to take accountability all the time. He has to take accountability all the time. But it feels like y'all don't got to take no accountability. Y'all get to be wrong and then talk about how y'all were right. No, 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 no. Talk about how you were wrong. Because the OG Ducks, they beat the Miami Garden Ravens to win. It's Rose kind of score out of they pulled their drone out. That is crazy. Put me back. Put my list back on the screen, please.
uh, uh,
Put my list back on the screen, please. So I can tell T Johnson why air over Boeing is not nasty work. Miami Garden Ravens great season. But the truth of the matter is they lost both national games. Air Academy. I mean, Air Academy beat Trey. They went to nationals. They beat Trey Man. I'm gonna say that they beat the Boynton Beach Bulldogs because when you don't show up, you lose. I'm taking that as a W. Boynton Beach quit. And I don't respect teams that quit when things don't go their way. But the truth of the matter is the Boynton Beach Bulldogs quit. So to show up to nationals and then quit when things don't go your way, I don't respect it. So why would I not? How can you not punish a team that quits when another team flies across the country to play, and then things don't go your way, so you're gonna quit? I got to punish you for that. So I got to punish the Boynton Beach Bulldogs for that. But they had a great season. I believe the coaches shot those kids in the foot by not punting the ball the same way. They punted the ball to the same kid twice. Then you try to punt the ball in the corner, but you don't cover the field. It's crazy. Um, T Johnson, I ain't have no choice but to put the Alpha Dogs right there at 12. Hell, we was running out of people at 12U. There was nothing at 12U going on. There was no good work at 12U. And let the Alpha Dogs tell it. They was in here. The Alpha Dogs said they ain't run. That's what they said. Now they said they didn't run, but we know the truth. But anyway, Boynton Beach, man, Boynton Beach might be just as worse as the Alpha Dogs. You know what I'm saying? If not worse, because you literally lost, then ran. At least the Alpha Dogs got up out of there before they lost. You know what I'm saying? Then went somewhere and won. But yeah, the Alpha Dogs ran, but the Alpha Dogs really should have been the number 4 team in the country. I believe they should have been. I should have placed them above the ICL Cowboys, but I did not because I don't believe you get to run from the smoke and then be placed a little bit higher. Um, it's an argument the Alpha Dogs honestly could be above Texas Elite and be the number 3 team in the country. But again, that is my punishment of running from the smoke. You got to get bumped down. And I believe that YNC will bump them down as well. I believe that the SEALs should bump them down as well. But
Man,
anyway,
yeah.
we got Air Academy, Boynton Beach. We got TME, great season, but as always, they struggle in big games. I did put the C1N winner, Lauderdale Lakes ABG in here. Yeah, I mean, last one I got put the Las Vegas Tribe. I mean, hell, like whoever y'all want to put at number 8, don't make no damn difference to me. Hell, y'all could put hell, this might be a good spot to put one of them 12U teams. Hell, if Asia in here, hell, we could put the Southfield Falcons in right there. We can put they 10U in. We can put they 13U. Hell, it makes no difference to me. Cause you said the Benson Bruins could be number 3 team at 12U. Unless you smoking, I don't think so. You smoking dope. I don't know, Coach Chris. You gotta be smoking dope for me to put Benson right there. Yeah, cause I won. But what you think about this 13U, man?
um, I didn't know that hair quit it. I mean that Boynton quit it on air. So we gotta knock them. Yeah, we gotta put everybody up one and put Boynton all the way down. And
They still had a
then,
great.
then we gotta put Stonecrest. We gotta put Supreme, all them above Boynton Beach. Cause when you quit, bro,
What?
you ain't playing no more games. You
Bro,
quit.
Stonecrest basically quit. They basically showed up, but it looked like they quit on the field.
Did they?
That's what it looked like to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, did they play the full game?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say they played a full game.
Yeah, I mean, if Boynton didn't
Yeah,
play the
kicking and
game, bro,
dragging.
they know what comes with it. Okay, you go to the constellation area. You gonna have to play over there. You know what I'm saying? Especially a team that came to play.
And that's how I feel too. I feel
So
the same way.
so them at 5 is scary work.
Oh, Lord T. Johnson. You a tough critic, bro. If you made the Nationals list, it'll probably be this man will bump it down to 5 teams. He would bump it down to 5 teams. Because to say Miami Garden, even though Miami Garden Ravens getting a run the clock at both nationals, that's points deducted. That's why they're the number 3 team. But you can't put nobody over them. They beat Boynton, right? You can't put Trey Man. You can't put Air Academy. It's kind of like you kind of stuck putting them right there. That's the thing when you get to certain levels, certain age groups, is nobody was asserted their dominance. This was the year of the younger ages. Truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is this was the year of the younger ages, man. The older ages, they didn't give us anything to talk about. Hopefully that changes as these younger kids get a little bit older, as 10U becomes 11U, as 9U becomes 10U. Hopefully things change. Hopefully as 11U becomes 12, hopefully Twin City, Georgia Eagles, all of them come back, give us a little bit more smoke. But the truth of the matter is, man, 13U was just one a good year for 13. Like last year was a great year for 13. One a good year for them.
It
12U.
was, it was a good Final Four.
It was a good 4. It was a good about 4 or 5 teams. But last year we had a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We had a little bit more. Same thing with 12U, to be honest. Same thing with
Yeah,
12U.
hey,
We
it
didn't
seemed
have
like
much.
12. It seemed like 12 you're gonna be dry next year. It,
Yeah, I
it seems
mean,
that way because the reason why not 12U but 13U, the people that's coming from 12U to going to 13U, because 12U wasn't it was the probably one of the most boring this year.
It was terrible.
Outside of Bounty Boys going to go play
But
teams,
it
but then
wasn't just them
nobody
though. It was
really
11 too.
yeah.
Outside of Twin City, Georgia Eagles, DA, Miami.
Yeah.
Mosley Ducks did travel a little bit. Terrence City didn't do anything. MCU didn't do anything. North Philly really didn't do anything. West Orlando there didn't really do anything. Um, if we be real, same thing with TNU. Voodoo, SED, Mac Dolphins, DMVU a little bit. Everybody else just stayed at home.
It says it says overall your best list was 8U.
Lord Jesus, this man is hard, bro. This
Yeah,
man
that's
dogs.
a tough crowd. But man, that's our 2 hours, man. I knew
We
it
at the
kind of
max.
take us that long. We'll be back on tomorrow, and I think we're gonna cover just a little bit of high school, and obviously some youth football. But I got a actual player that I want to put up against his. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Unless you got something else. You got something else in mind?
Uh, it's about time for them drafts, man.
Yeah, that ain't tomorrow though. We
I'm
we
just saying, get your list ready,
oh,
baby.
I'm
It's
getting it
almost
ready.
time for the drafts, big dog.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all gonna love it. I think y'all gonna love it. But yeah, man, that's all we got for tonight, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, the subscribe button.
For
Make
sure.
sure y'all go to Instagram, Phanatic Phanatic Media
Yeah.
underscore.
I appreciate y'all, bro.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
was
Make sure.
good tonight, y'all. This was good. This is what we need.
Now I
We can
know
keep this going in youth ball.
I don't think Fanatic, you know what I'm saying, got as many objective opinion as tonight. But that's why we do it.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we gotta include other teams, man. We can't keep going with the same teams because if that team don't have a team next year, then what? You know what I'm saying? We that's out of luck. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to start expanding. And when we talk about the teams, instead of having an opinion right away, just go check them out. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all like about them, and let's have a conversation about it.
Wait till we do these drafts.
Oh yeah,
Y'all, bro. When we do when we do these drafts of the players, man, and create our own teams,
y'all gonna love it, man. I
y'all gonna
promise.
love it, bro. Yeah, y'all gonna see. I
Hey,
really
but see, they always say though, because the thing is, bro, we gotta start from the younger age, bro. So we'll talk about it.
yeah.
But hey, y'all gonna love what we getting ready to do. It says best age group are
This year was 8 and 9, bro.
8, 9, 11 was the most hype,
They didn't play.
sure, but didn't live up
And
to.
seven, don't forget seven. 7, 8, 9 was the best. You
He
know what
said
I'm
we should
saying?
do a college playoffs pick.
That's cool. Georgia gonna win it all anyway.
Yeah, we got a lot of content we trying to get out too. He says we're gonna get this committee together for next year. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, PA Trenches. Get these people. We need some non-biased individuals. Y'all bring them
We need a new
our
committee,
way.
bro.
I think it's safe to say y'all know we for the babies, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get as many exposure as possible. We gotta build this platform because I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do for these babies, man. We in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? First of all, y'all giving us y'all support. We appreciate it. And I gotta always thank y'all. I know y'all be like, man, why you always thinking? Because
We need y'all.
y'all
For sure.
support makes this stuff move. You feel what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
then we it's gonna help us help y'all babies that's out there playing the game of football. You feel what I'm saying? So, I appreciate y'all. But hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight.
For
Although
sure, man.
hey, I'll tell y'all a secret. Fanatic bumped his head before he actually came on live. So that probably had a little bit, as to why.
Number one rankings in the game. The, the number one rank. If your ranking don't look like this, you ain't certified.
But hey, man, at least some of them teams should be in the mention. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a great start in the right direction. If some of them teams ain't on there, I can assure you that they definitely not looking for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So hey, thank y'all, man. We see y'all tomorrow, man. We
For
out.
sure.